been like over a year since I made a YouTube video, and I'm so excited to start again. I'm going through like so many transitions and phases in life that I cannot wait to document. And yeah, I just wanted to do a little update about what's going on. I thought I would do my makeup because I haven't done my makeup in like 3 days since I've been home. I just got home from visiting my family in Pittsburgh. I was so happy to see them. I haven't been back in, no, I was just there, but only for like 48 hours in February. But as far as like a long stay where I'm actually able to like visit with everyone and all the things, it's been a really, really long time, like years, probably like 5 years or something. I go once a year, but it's always for like just a couple days. So I had a really good time. It was so healing, and like I just forgot how much love is in that city, especially like with our family. We are like generations and generations into this city. Like, I don't even know how to explain it. When you go to museums, you see like pictures of my family and stuff. I still don't really know the dynamics of it all. I felt like it was such like a healing experience to be back, and unfortunately like my dad is gone, my grandma's gone, and like those are the people I usually visited, so it was different to go this time. This is my first time going and just trying to like navigate everything by myself without my grandma, and like it was so rough, but I did it, and it was so nice to be home. I call it home even though I didn't like super grow up there. Every summer when I was out of school, I would go to Pittsburgh, and yeah, it was just really exciting to like visit everything that I used to know and love. And I just hate that the one time that I had a full week off to like go do it, I couldn't see the people that I love the most. But it's okay, everything's okay. It seriously was so amazing. I will say though, like my best friend from grade school, she actually lives there, and it's ironic because we grew up together in Wisconsin, and then her dad got relocated to Pittsburgh. So she moved to Pittsburgh, which means I still got to see her because my family lives in Pittsburgh. And she actually is my only friend who met my dad before he passed away. So I just have like such a special place in my heart for her. And we're just those friends that like after a year of not seeing each other, it's literally like no time passed. And it was just the best to be around her again. I forgot all my makeup brushes. 1 second. Okay. Voila. I also always forget to look into the actual camera, so I'm so sorry. I might be looking into the camera, but also looking at, I don't know. Okay, back to business. So yes, I got to see her. Her name's Legacy, and it's just so cool like having a friend that you could just rely on at any time. Like I remember the last time I was there, I was only there for 1 day for a funeral of my grandma, and she came to my hotel after the funeral, and it was like 11 p.m. and we had a drink and we caught up for like hours and hours. It means so much to me that like somebody from across the country is able to make time for me, and yeah, it's just such an incredible friendship that I wish upon every woman in life. Like girlhood is just so special when it's done with intention and with so much love. So that really, really filled my heart. And just seeing her when I don't really have like a lot of like my close family still there, it meant a lot for her to make time, and I know that she works and all the things. She has so many friends to keep up with. So that was like an extremely special part of my trip. I got to go to my favorite museum, which is the Carnegie Museum of Natural History. They have a larger art exhibit than they do like a museum exhibit. I went there after like visiting my dad and my grandma, and it literally, I can't even explain this trip other than it was so healing. Like I just feel on an entirely different level. Like clearly here I am making a video after a year of just trying to get my life back in my own hands, it feels like. I'm honestly used to like my other mirror and lighting and everything, so I have no idea what this looks like, but whatever. Enough about Pittsburgh. I'm just very grateful for the opportunity to be able to go back before my big trip coming up. I haven't really told anyone what I'm doing with my life for the next couple months, but I'm here to spill the tea. It's time to get real about life. I forgot to glue down my eyebrows because I'm really not used to doing them. I kind of just let them be. But I'm starting to realize I probably should fill them in. I don't know, guys. I really never have known how to do makeup. I just do this shit, okay? As you can see, there's like holes in the wall. My shelves are gone. Things are coming down because I am moving out of this apartment, and I love this apartment so much. I went through so much before moving here, and I'm just so grateful to have a place that like was a sanctuary for the last 2 years. It's such amazing memories here, and honestly, they're all solo. Like, I hardly let anybody come over, and that was all with intention. I didn't really like want this to be the same apartment that I had before, which was just like a revolving door of all my friends to come in and out. And I just felt like there were so many different energies in that apartment, and it was really hard to make it a peaceful place for me. Mind you, it wasn't like a lot of negativity, but I was styling at the time, so like I was having client consultations like in my living room that I turned into a studio and I didn't even have a living room. If you know, you know. If you were at the apartment, you know. Nexa, those days were the days. But yeah, it was just like clients, friends, everyone was coming in and out, and it was just not what I needed at the time when I came to this apartment. I really wanted it to be like a safe space for me. But to give you like a little synopsis, when I moved in here, I had just gotten out of an extremely like abusive relationship that I literally never really told anybody. I think I confided in like 2 of my friends, and my mom knew a little bit of it, but it's hard to tell your mom those things that you're going through, because if it broke my heart in that way, I just really didn't want to break my mom's heart. So yeah, I'm here and I rebuilt my whole life in this apartment, and it's just so special to me. So it's really hard to leave, and I don't know. It's really interesting though, because as much as I really love this apartment, there's so many things that are like happening and like breaking, and like just so many things telling me to get out of this apartment. It's so weird. At first I was really sensitive about leaving, and I almost resigned. I'm not even gonna lie, I really did. And then things just started happening where I was like, no, you've outgrown this place, like it's time to go. And I didn't know that I meant I outgrew Arizona. So after deciding not to resign my lease, I was trying to figure out, what do I want to do? Where do I want to go? Like, what's next if you're not going to stay here? I have lived in Arizona for 10 years. 11 years, actually. I think it's been 11 years on August 10th. Between August 10th and August 15th, somewhere in there. So yeah, this is like really big for me to leave. I still don't even really know where I'm going, but my lease is up here on August 8th, which is exactly 2 weeks from today. And I would say, like, you know, I'm slowly taking things down. I'm selling my furniture and stuff. And I don't really have a lot though. Like, I feel like was preparing myself for this moment. And as much as I did like a lot of healing in this apartment, it still is like one of those places where I'm like, I low-key just want to start fresh. Like, I don't even want the same furniture when I move somewhere new. Like, just so much is attached to the tangible things in my life. That's how I feel personally. Like, that's how I think of things, is like, I don't know, everything has like a memory and an energy and stuff. And even if it's like something that I can't name or pinpoint, I can feel it, and I'm very intentional with that feeling. So if I feel like something is not for me anymore, I really do my best to try to listen to that and move forward. So I'm selling basically everything that I own, and I've gotten rid of so many of my clothes, I've gotten rid of my furniture, just everything. And I don't know where I want to live, but there's only one thing that I do know that I want for my life, and that is to travel. That has always been my dream in life, and like anyone who knows me knows that that is my goal, my dream. I've been on a lot of vacations lately, but traveling and vacationing to me personally are 2 different things. Learning about cultures and things like that to be inspired is really like where my heart is calling me to be. So I have a month-long excursion all over the south of Europe, like pretty much the Mediterranean. And yeah, I'm gonna go there, and I don't have a return flight. Maybe I'll be back after the month. I don't really know. Like, making me choked up even just like saying it out loud, because I've really kept this to myself for 6 months. I think in February I decided this, like fully decided. Even for the last like 2 years, you can ask people in my life, like I've been saying like, I don't know where I want to be. I just know that I want to travel, and I kind of want to live in Europe. And I am just so blessed that I've been able to actually make it happen for myself. It actually does not feel real whatsoever. Like, every day when I look into it, I'm planning it, and you know, I'm reminded of it, and it's just, it actually is like pretty much all that I think about, because it's my future. And like, yeah, but it's still so crazy to me that I'm actually really doing this. And it's so big. Like, I've only lived near my family and my friends. I've never lived away. I've never moved away. I moved here from Wisconsin with my family though when I was 16. So this is just like a really big leap for me, and it's It's a little bit nerve-wracking, like a little bit stressful, I would say, but I don't know, I'm so excited. I'm so excited that I don't even let the negativity get to me, or like the fear, the worry, or anything like that. I definitely hear people out when they have like things to say when I tell them that I'm doing this, you know, when it comes to like their fears and stuff for me, which I totally understand. I have friends over there and stuff, and people that I'm meeting and all of the things, but it is really scary. Like, it's scary even just to move from here to Dallas or something. Like, that is terrifying. So I get it, and I hear people out, but at the same time, I'm really trying not to like take on those limiting beliefs or like those fears that other people have for me. The amount of studying and research I've done into this trip is actually incredible. Like, it's crazy how much you don't think about, and I'm so grateful for other people who do this and document it, because I've been able to learn from them as well. But it's a lot. I will say it's a lot. I'm finally doing something for myself, and I don't think that people can really understand that part. And it's not for me to like really explain to anybody. Like, it's something that I feel like I need to do to get to the other side of my life and like my purpose, but genuinely to grow and to heal and to continue to discover myself and become the woman that I've really have seen in my future, that I see for myself. This is something that I have to do. Things will be okay regardless. And yeah, it is fucking terrifying for sure. But at the same time, you know, what is on the other side of discomfort is usually some of the best things in your life, you know? And so that's where I'm going, and that's where my heart tells me to go. And I know it sounds so corny, but it really is just like, it's just something that I feel called to do for my future self. And truthfully, after seeing so many people pass in my life since I was a young girl, I've just realized that, you know, life is really short. And if you feel an urge or a calling to do something bigger, to do that, and to do it when it feels right. And I'm so fortunate that, you know, I'm getting older, but I don't have kids, or I don't have a boyfriend or a husband or anything like that. I literally have nothing holding me back right now, and it's just what better time than now. So I'm gonna do it. When I break it down and I reassure myself and I think about the purpose of why I even decided to do this in the first place, it almost seems like the only thing that makes sense to do. And there's a couple places where I want to come back to when I want to come back to the US, and whenever that's a month, 3 months, or a year from now, I don't know. But as of right now, those places don't feel like home yet, and spent a whole year actually like traveling around the US trying to decide where I want to go, where I want to be, where do I want to live, and none of it really feels like the right place. So I just feel like I have more self-discovery to do before I make those type of permanent decisions and start to like build a life with somebody or something of that nature. I have more of myself to discover before I'm able to give more of myself to this world, I guess. I will say though, since making this decision, I have felt like a lot more in tune with myself. Like, I feel like this is a decision that I truly made by myself, and I planned everything before I even told anybody, because I always listen to other people. I always listen to what they think for my life. I always ask people what they think of my life, and it just became exhausting to a point that I'm like, okay, after 5 to 10 years of living the life that I have asked other people should I live, I'm not happy and I'm not fulfilled, and I don't trust myself. I realize it's really what it came down to. I don't trust myself, and I don't trust my own decisions, and literally I can't even explain the feeling that has come upon me, even just to like continue making content and watching my content grow and thrive in this new energy of trusting my ideas and trusting my creativity and trusting myself and my decisions. And it's just so precious to me, and it's so healing, and like I just need to continue chasing that and doing that. And I feel like that includes discovering new places and exploring this world and all the things that it has to offer. I think it really would bring me closer to a lot of the things that I know that I love, but I just felt quite detached from within the last few years, especially fashion. And when I think about it, it actually like makes me kind of sad, because that used to be my whole entire life, and it almost feels like alienated. I don't know. It's just those things that I want to tap back into, because I do love them and I do feel passionate about them, but I'm in a place that traumatized me in those areas of my passion, and it's so hard to grow and heal in those places that also feel that negativity, you know? So after making such a conscious decision, meaning like I've talked it through so many times, I've explained it so many times, I've, you know, looked into it, researched it so many times, and then still coming back to myself and being like, yes, you made the right decision. It is so validating outside of the outside world. It's so validating internally, and it's just something that has like flowed into so many parts of my life, and it's such a blessing to be able to feel that part of myself again. And this is kind of like a trauma dump, but at the same time, like, I don't know, I just feel like I've been very closed off for years, and I'm not very like personal with anything anymore because I have also been avoiding those personal things in the way that I have been hiding them from the world. And that actually reminds me of something that I journaled about this morning. I was literally half asleep. I just like woke up and started journaling, which I've been trying to do a little bit more of, just like brain dumping before I intake more stuff, if that makes sense. I don't know. But I wrote down that like the confrontation to so many things has really been changing my mindset and changing the way that I view like my whole life. I used to just be so avoidant, and it actually was causing so much stress and shame and pressure on me, and I couldn't get past so many things in my life, and it genuinely just feels like a huge weight off my shoulders to really come face to face with the things that have hurt me and the things that, you know, I've put myself into, or, you know, just whatever it is that just floats in my mind subconsciously, especially the subconscious things. Obviously, therapy helps a lot, but some of the things are just through experiences, like going back to Pittsburgh and facing a lot of things that I didn't know were weighing heavy on me. But I think allowing myself that time and space to revisit places and people and, you know, to see it with a new healed lens. One thing that I've heard is that, you know, we only see life through the lens of our life experience, and I think that this trip and this new chapter is just me trying to create that new lens for myself, create new memories, create new experiences that I can view the world with a different lens that can allow me to be the full and real me in this world instead of the one that is guarded and hurt. I think I'm just realizing that, like, you know, I want to view things in a different light. I want to view things in a way that I can put out more positivity and healing, and I don't know what that's gonna be quite yet. So far I've been more vulnerable in my content, and I feel like it really has shown a little bit of community that I've never had before, and I didn't know that, you know, like I could connect to so many other women in this world, or that they could connect to me. And I hope that I can continue to do that in so many different ways, and bigger and broader and like just more amazing ways, especially connecting to people of other cultures through education and traveling and all the things. And I don't know, I'm just so excited to just see what this chapter holds for me, and I don't know what it's going to be. And I think that is the part that makes it so exciting and so intriguing for me. So yeah, I can't wait, and I can't wait to take you guys along. Obviously, travel vlogs are coming. I love doing my travel vlogs. I'll be bouncing around Europe to many different places, like over a few weeks, maybe even longer, we'll see. But yeah, hopefully you guys will still tune in to those videos. This video is kind of random, and like I said, it may be a little bit of a trauma dump, but I feel like I really need to let these things out. Where I am at in life, where I'm headed, where I'm going, where I'm coming from. The next 3 weeks, I'll probably just vlog kind of like me getting ready for the trip and moving out of my apartment and all the different transitions that I'm going to be going through. But yeah,